So the Israeli regime has assassinated yet another journalist. We are now well past 200 that they've assassinated. Jeremy Scahill is one of the only Western journalists I've seen speak out about it. He wrote, "Tonight Israel murdered the bravest journalistic hero in Gaza, Anas al-Sharif, for nearly 2 straight years. Anas documented the genocide of his people with courage and principle. Israel put him on a hit list because of his voice. Shame on the world and all who were silent, especially Western journalists. We have an obligation to lift up the voices of our Palestinian colleagues and to defend them with every fiber of our being." The Committee to Protect Journalists had recently put out a statement saying that he needed to be protected after the Israeli regime put him on a list. And we know what happens. Every time they put a journalist on one of their lists, they're assassinated shortly after. Go look at the photos. They're horrific, and you should see them. Isn't it convenient that he was assassinated with some of his colleagues right before the Israeli regime invades Gaza to do a permanent occupation? Are we really sitting here pretending that this isn't intentional, that these people weren't purposefully targeted so that they can't be the only eyes on the ground? It's not enough that the Israeli regime won't allow international journalists in. They kill all the journalists that are in Gaza reporting on the genocide. These people are the most courageous people in the fucking world because they know they have a target on their back, and yet they continue to report the genocide of their people anyway. I cannot express the amount of fucking rage that I feel toward Western journalists. Legit evil so-called journalists like Chris Cuomo who go on his shitty show to do propaganda for the Israeli regime. You're not a journalist. You are a mouthpiece for the Zionist entity, which is why you've said shit about any of the journalists that have been killed in Gaza, and why you bring on 2 people who work on behalf of Israel to represent the both sides. And I try not to spend time criticizing Palestinians considering what they're going through, but this guy's full of shit, which is why he's one of the only Palestinians they'll ever invite on. He and the son of Hamas guy are the only Palestinians that he ever brings on because they're willing to lie for Israel. You people are not journalists. You're liars. You're hacks. You're a disgrace to the profession. If you're wondering why you don't get the real story on what's happening in Gaza, it's because liars and mouthpieces and propaganda for the regime like Chris Cuomo, who cosplay as journalists, bring on 2 mouthpieces of the same side to give you the illusion you're getting a story, while ignoring the actual heroic journalism that Palestinians are doing on the ground. You're a disgrace. All of you are a disgrace. These people are the real journalists. They are the real heroes. You people are cowards. I never, ever want to hear any of the bitches in the West talk about some free press, protect the free press again. Fuck you.